Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tyrian Weekly, the I'm very sick but I'm still gonna do it edition. My name is Dan Cornell from youtube.com/Dan does games and stuff, but you likely do not care about that. Let's get on with the show. Coming up today, there is new Fractal content. I went over the bulk of it last week, but let's just go over the story bit to see what happens. Also, there has been a fiasco with tier 3 armor being added to the gem store. Has it been removed? Is it still there? Find out today in the drama that is the Tyrian Weekly. Also, get excited for Christmas with the Winter's Day trailer. It's the last week of seasons in World vs. World, and the World XP is finally becoming account bound. I went over the bulk of the new Fractal content last week, so if you really want to check out what exactly is new in this patch, go check out last week's show, and then come back here, and then you'll hear about what's new in the story. In the new Fractals, there have been 3 new Fractals added, one of which is the Form Nova Reactor, which we voted for earlier in the year. We explore through the Form Nova Reactor as members of the Inquest, and surprise surprise, it's Scarlet. Scarlet was involved the whole time. She was practically the entire cause of it. Bloody brilliant. Now, a lot of people on Reddit and everywhere else on the internet have been quite upset about this, just because of what this story could have been, but instead it was about Scarlet and how she is somehow the cause of this and causing all of this. People have on Reddit been saying something about all this being connected to magic lines and magic and the dragon line, the dragon magic or something. I'll put the image up on the screen now and you can see sort of a link between everywhere that Scarlet has attacked so far. In terms of gameplay inside of this new Fractal, you have a new boss, which is very interesting. You have to stop oozes getting into the main ooze, because otherwise it heals up. There's a very difficult maze that you have to block stuff in and all of that sort of stuff. And there's also this very odd boss with disappearing floors and everything. It's very dramatic and everything, good god. Also around the world, and in a little bit of World vs. World, there is these new towers that have been added into the game. Nobody knows what they're for, but they are entitled to do not touch. So what did I do? I went and touched it, and that's the message you get. It's on your screen now. So nobody knows what these could be now. Somebody connected all of these lines to where there is the headquarters, as it were, of the steam creatures, and they're obviously in relation to Scarlet. So this could be leading up to something a lot bigger, but right now it feels like the writing in Guild Wars 2 is heading the wrong way. I would go off on a tangent here, but if you know about Guild Wars 2, you probably follow this guy. Wooden Potatoes made a video about it, and it's pretty good. It's better than I could describe. So go look up that on his channel. It's called My Opinion on Scarlet or something. Is Scarlet bad? Something like that. I don't know. Also new in this patch is you can now display item rarity in your inventory. It's a very nice change and something that will be a very nice quality of life thing for everybody involved. There was a bit of drama on the gem store this week. The light human cultural tier 3 armor was added to the gem store, but now with new flame effects. Whoa, very dramatic and everything. These new flame effects subjectively make it a lot better looking, and at half the price of the original tier 3 armor, people got quite upset about this on the forums, on Reddit and everywhere else. There was a big fiasco, and in the end ArenaNet have taken down the armor and they're going to redesign it, and anyone who has already bought the armor but does not like the new look can get a refund with hopefully all of your original armor there in the first place. In my opinion, it shouldn't have been there in the first place. The cultural armor was something that was unique to a specific race, and it shouldn't have been available to every other race in there. I would hate to see what it looked like on Char. But enough of that negativity. The Winter's Day trailer's out, but I feel like we need appropriate music for this. There we go, that's much better. Winter's Day is always one of my favourite events in Guild Wars 2, and it's very fun to explore everything around. I'm hoping that they've got some new content this year. People on Reddit were speculating that this could be a sort of Gremp versus Dwayne thing, which would be very lovely, because they found some data mine things about that in the data files, which was that could be a very interesting Winter's Day event. I'm looking forward to it. Or it could be exactly the same as last year, like Halloween was. That would be rather terrible. Either way, it's going to be pretty good, because it's Winter's Day, and it's amazing. Before I get into the main bulk of the World vs. World news, I would just like to remind you all that it's the last week of seasons this week, so if you haven't finished your achievements, like myself, go on to the World vs. World and finish them off now, so you can get your meta achievement at the end of the week. And finally today, World XP in World vs. World is becoming account bound. Yes, we've all asked for it, and it's finally coming. They really wanted to create a sense of character progression in World vs. World, but it's not really worked very well. From the very beginning of when it was announced, everyone wanted it to be account bound, but ArenaNet have already said, no, we're not having it account bound, it's going to be character bound, we want it to be unique to your character, but it hasn't quite worked like that. So, what they're doing is they're going to make it all account, man. They're going to put it all into one big pool, and any additional chests will be given to you in bonus chests. This will make playing alts in World v World a lot better, because I feel like I'm restricted to playing my thief in World v World just because it's my highest level character. I hit level 100 the other day, which was bloody fantastic for me. It is not live right now, but first things first, they're going to build it into their public test on Edge of the Mists so that it can be brought out in a very nice way without bugs and without all of this stuff. They don't need any more controversy right now. ArenaNet are quite deep in it right now. You know what I think they need? An expansion. But that's a story for another day. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I really hope that you enjoyed the show. If you fancy checking out my channel, be sure to subscribe to Dander's Games and Stuff on YouTube, because it's a pretty good channel. And if you want to see this show every week, subscribe to the MMORPG.com channel down below. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I will see you again next week. Goodbye.